This is a federal problem that Congress has got to fix.
And if the federal government shutdown does not end by this time tomorrow night, it'll officially be the longest shutdown in history. Caught in the crosshairs, funds for the SNAP program, which millions of Americans depend on to buy food. And this evening, Oklahoma leaders took action to keep their program alive in the Sooner State for now.
KNWA's Spencer Humphrey details how their solution may only last but a couple of weeks.
Speaker Hilbert.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Paxton.
Aye.
Governor Stitt.
Aye. Motion carries.
Oklahoma leaders voting to dip into the state's emergency fund Monday to keep Oklahoma families fed as the wait for Congress to get its act together carries on.
And I think all of America, myself, the state leaders I've talked to, the Oklahomans I've talked to, are asking, when is this going to end?
Until the ongoing federal shutdown ends, there's no federal funding for the 1 in 6 Oklahomans who depend on SNAP food benefits to get meals on the table. On Monday, Governor Stitt and State Contingency Review Board members House Speaker Kyle Hilbert and Senate President Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton voted to make $1 million available per week to Oklahoma food banks out of the state's $7.8 million emergency fund. That'll continue as long as the shutdown keeps impacting SNAP funding. That said, the fund will run out of money after 7 weeks. Governor Stitt says it's imperative the shutdown end before that happens.
This is a federal problem that Congress has got to fix.
State leaders also voting Monday to give $72,000 to the Oklahoma Department of Human Services to administer benefits.
The $72,000 that we just authorized allows us now to be able to add money to those EBT cards.
In a statement, Oklahoma Democratic leaders reacted to the vote, saying they're thankful it happened but wish it would have been done sooner, also arguing more can still be done. Pointing out, as opposed to the $7.8 million emergency fund leaders voted to dip into, the state's rainy day fund has over $1.3 billion in it. House Democrats saying, we reiterate our request to use rainy day funds for food banks and want to consider other solutions.
That's Spencer Humphrey reporting. House Democrats also said they would like to see Oklahoma create its own state-funded emergency SNAP benefits program in case of a future shutdown. The governor says they're also getting contingency plans in place for things like Medicaid and military programs since they could lose federal funding by December 1st.